Hello, hello. Good morning to you all. Well, good afternoon to you all. Um, Welcome to Miss C's Cottage. I'm Miss C, and this is Miss C's Cottage, the home of the Somebunny. It's a crocheted rabbit filled with love and given to people so that they will always know that somebody loves them unconditionally. They have big ears. They can hear all of your joys and your sorrows and your secrets, but they don't have a mouth, so they can never share anything you tell them. You can come home after a bad day and rant and rave, and they will still love you. You can come home after an awesome day and just share and all your bubbles and joy, and they will love you unconditionally. You could throw them on the floor like the Damn It dolls that Billy the Crafty Floridian makes. They will still love you because they love you just the way you are, unconditionally, forever. Come on in. Leave your shoes and all your negative thoughts at the door. Bring your bucket so you can fill it full of love before you go. Come in, pick out a chair, set your project bag down, get yourself something to eat and drink. There's water in the cooler, there's coffee and tea, or hot water for tea on the shelf, and I'm sure somebody's brought something today for us to munch on while we're working. Um, Put your feet up, soak up the love, because today is the day that the Lord has made, and we need to rejoice and be glad in it. Good morning, Miss Marcia Lee. I have got something to show to you, sweetheart. And there's Leanie back from her trip to town. Jacqueline Marley's here all the way from Ireland. And Carrie's here. Hello, sweetheart. And Maisie's here. And Samantha Stewart. How are you doing today, dear heart? KK, wait till you see what I've got for you. Thanks to Leslie. And Sujat is here. Needed a lot of groceries. Oh my. Pebbles, my favorite pea in the whole world. All right, the gang's all here. I'm going to work on this for just a minute because I'm going to show it to you in just a minute. And I want you to see it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you tell what I'm doing? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Okay. Let's see where we are today. I have some announcements to make. I cleaned a good portion of the craft room this last week, and I got my table cleared off. You would not believe what I found on that table when I get down to the table. I had projects in bags, I had projects in baskets, I had project containers stacked up on project containers. Jennifer! I found, let's see, I wrote down here because I couldn't believe it. I found a bunch of stuff. I found the beginnings of some blankets, which I think, um, now I don't remember whether I did these when I was doing the flower. Remember that last year when I was doing all the flower blankets for Boggy Creek? It could have been then, or it could have been since then. But there is the start of a blanket, and I think this is the Diana flower. Not really sure, but here's another one, and this one is made with a variegated yarn. You can see that. Here's another one, and I love that blue and white. Kind of has a Delft look. Susan Burke, welcome, welcome, welcome. I like this, the blue and white, and maybe it's the color of blue with the white. I'm not really sure, but these petals kind of stick up if you let them. And then this one, I think I'm gonna, for sure, I'm gonna do this one. This is that variegated green yarn, and I love this stuff. It's red heart. I think it's Red Heart Super Saver. In the I just happen to have 3 of them because I ordered them. They are Super Savers. Red Heart Super Saver. And the color is green tones. Red Heart Super Saver in green tones. And you can see that it shifts from a light green to a medium green to a darker green. But when you make it up, it looks like the sun is shining on it, and then some is in the shade, and some is in the sun. Here in the corner, there are just 2 different colors, where this has been in the sun, and this one is fading, and this one is in the shadow. This portion of it is in the shadow. And I just love how that blends together like that. So I went online and I ordered 3 of them, and I don't know if you can still get them or not, because when I ordered them, they said, "Oh, it'll come Tuesday." Well, then didn't come Tuesday, so I looked in my orders, because you can go into Amazon and look at your back orders, your previous orders, not back orders. Well, some of them were back orders actually, but it said it wouldn't come till the 13th. So I didn't get them till later. Anyway, I got 3 of them because I knew that was going to be an important color and I was going to use it often. And then I found this. Do you remember when we did these cotton? I think it was last September. We did these cotton coasters for coffee mugs. And this is an apple. Why couldn't I make a blanket out of that, huh? I don't know why not. It's cotton. Anyway, I found all those, which I had forgotten about. Also, Searching through there, I found about four different colored parts for bunnies. There's a blue one and a brown one and a purple one and a multicolored one. And there, I think there's I don't know, there's a bunch of them. And three of them are already, all the parts are there. All I have to do is put them together. And I'm back in the bunny business. And another thing I found, which I want your opinion on, is, do you remember the bobbins that Premier had? They sold those big bobbins, and they came in three different colors, coordinating colors, and they couldn't sell them. I forget what they were when they first came out, but they couldn't sell them. So they reduced the price down to like $5 a bobbin or something, and they sold a bunch of them, but they did not sell them all. And they finally wound up selling them for $2 a bobbin. There's no way that they made any money on those. Anyway, I got them when they were $5, not knowing that they were going to go down to $2. And I think by the time they were down to $2, there really wasn't that many colors left, because all the good colors went when they were $5. Anyway, I'll show you this. And then I have something wonderful to tell you. All right, who snuck in here? Maisie? Sue Ann, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you'd like a chance to purchase a bobbin, Billy, the Crafty Floridian, is selling off some of her excess yarn, and she had 3 bobbins for sale. Dawn P. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. It's just, I love you. You should see what I was going to send you. I have this big black garbage bag full of snarled up yarn. It's a disaster, Dawn. It's a total disaster. And I thought, you know what? Dawn told me she loves untangling yarn. I'm gonna send this to her. But in the end, I couldn't do it because it's I think I'd pull my hair out if I opened up that that Happy Mail package. Oh my. There's my Zach man. I hope all of you that your packages went out, got your packages. Let's see if I can remember. I sent packages to Bonnie. I sent boxes to KK with January, February, March, and April's hats in them. Oh, did I keep those receipts? I don't think they're in here. I think they're in the... I usually bring those receipts in here and put them in my container here, but I think they're in the other room right now. Because I was looking to see who got what. I sent my sister some yarn, and I sent the tracking number to her granddaughter, who's autistic. And on the picture that I took, there were 2 packages. One I sent to Amy Carter. She does infusions, and so I had made a couple sleeves for her and sent those to her. And she's in Georgia. And so when Lily looked at the slip, she didn't look at the top one. She looked at this one. And this one went to Bristol, Georgia, to Amy. And she said, Diana, I think our package went to Bristol, Georgia. So I went back on my wallet and got the receipt out and looked at it. And I said, Lily, I think if you look at the picture that I sent you, you look above the one that's going to Bristol and you'll see the one that's going to Oregon, Ohio. Oh, yeah, she said. I said, it'll be there Monday. Okay, well, we were worried because we've been waiting. She's such a sweetheart. She's such a sweetheart. Haven't been able to get to the post office. That's okay, because when you get there, you got 2 big boxes and you're going to have to go through them all. And I did send you some plastic bags. I think that's... Yeah, I wish they had the bobbins too. Anyway, I did get a probably, I don't know, at $5 a piece, I probably got 10 of them because you have to have a certain amount for a free shipment. And, you know, little Scottish lass me. Anyway, the colorway on the bobbin that I got was this one. It started out with the dark blue. It went to the variegated blue and then to this light blue. And the second color that was on there was this lime green. And they go very well together, except there wasn't a lot of the lime green I had left because I had made something else out of it. I just had a bit left. So it only made it around once. Then I had to find another green. And then I had to find another green, which is almost that green, but not quite. This one is more yellow than this one, but I don't care. It all coordinates. And that's what scrap blankets are all about, right? But this is the end of the light blue, and this blanket is not big enough. It might be okay for a lap blanket, but it's only about 28 inches, so it's not even 30 by 30. So I thought, well, maybe I could add this color to the blanket. Or maybe I might want to go a little bit darker and add this color to the blanket. And then I thought, you know what? This is almost, the yarn is almost like Karen Simply Soft. And Hobby Lobby has one called something that's very similar to Karen Simply Soft. And I thought, if I'm going to finish this off, I probably should wait and go get the whatever the Hobby Lobby yarn is. You like it with the brighter blue? I think that was a pretty one too. The only thing is, this is a 3 weight and this is a medium 4. So I wasn't sure. And then like I said, I thought, well, I'll wait until Hobby Lobby. I'll go to Hobby Lobby and see if they have not the Karen, but the Yarn Beast, whatever they call theirs, Simply Soft. Soft and sleek, Mima. Thank you, Dawn. I knew that somebody would know. Soft and sleek. So that's where I am right now. This blanket's on hold because last week was 30% off at my store. So now I can't go this week because I'm Scottish and thrifty. And so now I have to wait until the very last week of the month to go to Hobby Lobby to get 30% off. And that brings me to another thing. Right, Leanie. Bonnie. I love you, Bonnie girl. You know you are my dear heart. Well, you know what, Dawn? I still have it. All right, I'm going to put this aside because I have other things to show you. I'm going to put this aside. Just keep looking up because that's where it's all at. Okay. Um, I cleaned the room. I cleaned the table off. I found all of this stuff. And Marsha Lee, this is what I wanted to show you. I have started a scrap blanket and it's in the moss stitch, which is our current stitch for the month. I started out with sage green at the bottom and went up from there. And if you look right here, you can see that I put a watermelon in there. I have my old school colors, blue and maize. There's a little bit of this and a little bit of that and some lights and some darks. And this one here has a bit of orange in it. I don't know whether you can see that. Yes, you can see it here. See the orange in that? So I put an orange row in. Well, then I found another one of those jelly beans from Joann's, and it's got a bit of a darker orange in it with gray. Then I put a gray, and that was a variegated gray, and that's my last color. But I'm leaving about 12 inches on each end of my blanket. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie it in some kind of a macrame knot. So it will be, and then cut it short. Because I think this one is going to go probably to the nursing home. Denisha, welcome, welcome, welcome. And Maisie. I'm so glad you're here today, sweetheart. I have bits and pieces. Like when I finish something, I wind up with bits and pieces left. And I'm so Scottish, I hate to throw them away. So what I do is I just wind them up and put them in a, this is eggplant. And that there's a whole row of eggplant in here right above the green, below the light blue, and above the green. That's eggplant. So I can put eggplant in a couple more times. I hate throwing things away. I guess I see dollar signs going in the trash. Isn't that awful? Anyway, I used some purple. KK, this is for you. I used some purple. I tried to do a hat. I made a hat using Sanita's extended single crochet. I used the little balls of scrap yarn for bunny pads on their feet, and I got something to show you. Because today's the day. Today's a bunny day. Okay, so an extended single. I had a really, really All right, what did Marsha Lee say? I have to go back up. Oh, yeah. Oh, praise. We have a praise here. Olivia got a job working at Top of the Rock or something like that. Bonnie, you can tell us. Um, I think if I remember correctly, and I may mess this all up, um, it is by the guy who owns Bass Pro, Top of the Rock. Anyway, we did this one, and I did not really like this top. I couldn't get into it. But I do like the looks of it, and most of my hats are 10 singles in or 10 doubles in the magic circle, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. If I have a smaller yarn, I may use a 5.5 or a 6 hook, and sometimes I'll do 12 in the magic circle instead of 10. And I thought, and I love making hats, and I am continuing to make a hat a day, well, sort of, as best I can. This year it's my challenge and my promise to KK. But that gets so boring, the same crown. Lydia, hello. Yeah, it is beautiful, Bonnie. You were right. So I was glad to get this one. So this looks like it's lavender, but it's really more of a grape. No, it's not going to show up. Not going to show up. Anyway, the other thing is Leslie. Last week we went over all of the winners for the stitch winners. And let me get back on this chair. The stitch winners and the bunny winners for the last 3 months. And so I'm putting together their packages to go out. It's going to be a lot of fun things. And one of them would have gone to Leslie. And Leslie said, she's such a charitable person, don't spend the money on shipping. Just make a couple hats out of it. Because I had mentioned that I can do 2 hats out of a skein of yarn. Well, this is a big twist value, and it had 380 yards in it in this color sage. So Valerie, if you're here, and this is what happened to your skein of yarn. This is hat number 1 with the cross stitches in it, the X's, and a regular plain crown. This is hat number 2 with a burst of kindness, or I don't think that's the burst of kindness. I think it's just 12. But it also has, this is the one I was trying to make when I made this one. Because I think it's just cuter when you do the 3 rows of X's. And that's hat number 2. And then, because I wanted to try the bean stitch. So this is actually the burst of kindness. I went online to see, and so you can see that this is like twisted. The crown of that is twisted. And then I put in the bean stitch. That's hat number 3. I was getting down. I was afraid I was going to run out. And I found some yarn that had, see, I love keeping these teeny tiny things because you just never know when you're going to need them. This variegated has got that sage green in it. So I did this one. And I really like the way it turned out. And I had enough left over that I did the edging on it. And this is just a single crochet in the back loop or in the front loop. And then I did the double crochet in the back loop. This is single crochet in the front loop and then the double crochet in the back loop. But I think it came out really cute. So there's 5 hats. Now I think that takes me up 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think to the 12th day. 7, yeah, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have 12 hats for May. But I won't send those until August. I won't send those. Get my knitting machine out and crank out some hats. I like to crochet the hats because I like the color combinations and the patterns and but I thought August, September, October, November, December, I'm not going to be able to make hats in December and get them to her by November when they do the parade. So in November, I may have to crank out 31 hats to be able to send them to her at the beginning of November so they have them in time. Lydia, you can do that. Go over to Len's channel. He shows you how to do that. Jen, are you working? I've been praying for you, sweetheart. Jennifer, I think you're going to like it once you get it up and running. It's different and they can be kind of persnickety, but they are a lot of fun. That's not much, my love. You can't go too far on that at $4 a gallon for gas. All right, let's see where we are now because I got off track. Oh, okay. All of the things that I found on the table, I was able to sort through and put some of them put back in the shelf. Some of them are in this bag right here. This is all my scrap bag of bits and pieces. Things not enough to make maybe to make a hat, but definitely not a bunny. Jen, you could just say hi, everybody. No, not Jen. Okay. I cleaned the room. I found some stuff. I found the blue blanket. I talked to you about the blue blanket. I talked to you about that Leslie's yarn made the hats. I talked to you about the scrap blanket. I'm going to wait until next week. No, this week. This coming week is not a 30% off sale at Hobby Lobby. The last week of May is, but I talked to the manager at my store, and he said that in June, my store, I don't know about anybody else's, but my store is going to do the one-off sale that they do once a year, where they pull all of the one or two dye lot yarns on all the discontinued colors. So I'm kind of saving up my money. I have a little bit, I've paying off my bills. I've really been working hard on that. And okay, I'm looking forward to the one-off sale because I'm cheap, and I've been trying to pay my bills off so that I don't have. I have two credit cards, and I went Meshuggah for a while, and then of course the other one is the one that I use for shipping, and so that's part of the reason that I didn't send anything out the first part of this year yet, because I was trying to get that bill down before I added to it. So I'm down to a point now where things are becoming easier for me to breathe every month. Also, I need to let you know that I went to the doctor's, and I'm on a better diet, and I'm on a better medications, and I am feeling better, and I have more energy. I actually walked down to the mailbox yesterday and got the mail. I was huffing and puffing by the time I came back, which proves to me that I need to walk more because I do sit a lot. And when you sit too much, your heart doesn't beat. It's a muscle. The heart doesn't work as hard as when you're walking and up and going up and down stairs and doing this and that and laundry and all that kind of stuff. And you sit and your heart rests, and it's a muscle and it gets weaker. And when you walk down to the mailbox, your heart does not pump enough oxygen to your brain to make your muscles work really well. And by the time you get back up the drive to the home, you're huffing and puffing, and your hips are hurting, and your ankles are hurting, and you're miserable, and you want to take a nap. And that's the worst thing to do, is take a nap, because you need to keep going. You need to do more. You don't need to do less. I need to do more. I don't need to do less. Anyway, that's where I am. And I noticed I must have been in a real bad funk for a while, because I've skipped programs. I've shown up on programs in crappy clothes with crappy hair, no makeup. I don't know how I got through those things. I must have been really out of it. Kitty, my baby girl from the peninsula in Virginia. But since I've been taking, part of it is vitamins. I've taken some things for my eyes because I have the beginnings of macular degeneration, and I'll tell you more about that next week, because the end of the, no, well, I won't. I have an eye appointment at the end of the month, so I'll tell you more about that in June, what the results of that is. My father had macular degeneration, as did my grandmother, and it looks like I'm going to get it too. But I'm going to crochet all I can, and when my vision goes, if and when it does, I'll still keep crocheting, because Marsha Lee is my hero. Okay, so check. You can call your Hobby Lobby in June and ask them, is your die lot sale this week? And they'll tell you yes or no. And if it's not, then you call them back the next Monday because they're not open on Sunday. And you say, is your die lot sale this week? And that way it saves you a trip in and to find nothing. So there's mark it on your calendar, call your Hobby Lobby, find out what's going on, because they're not going to advertise it. Okay, let's see. We went through Leslie's yarn. I got 4 hats out of that. God is so good. I know they're all green, but it is spring, so April showers bring May flowers and grass. Okay, now we're to the point where I'm going to show you the new bunny paw. You know I love my Somebunnies. You know I love them because you can tell them anything and they never share because they don't have a mouth. And for a long time, I never changed the pattern because, well, I got a copyright on it, but I never changed it because I want to keep them. I want to keep them simple. I want to keep them simple. I don't want to. Rhonda Butler does some absolutely awesome amigurumi. And if you've never seen hers, you need to go over there. They're extremely detailed. She does beautiful eyes. I can't do her eyes, which is why I do that kind of an eye. Jenny, hello. Welcome home from church. 25 miles. Wow. A mile a day. Now, see, I can't do that. I can't, there's no way I can walk a mile a day. I can't even walk down to the mailbox. Well, I can walk down to the mailbox and back, but not without my heart racing and my breath short. She does some beautiful work, and she puts multiple pieces on there. And I also have books by Maria Emlova. Yeah, Maria Ermlova. I have her crochet patterns book. She does the Palushka bunny, and I borrowed portions of her bunny to make the Somebunny with her permission. This book is Baby Toys and Clothes, and these are smaller versions of her Palushka bunny and clothes for them, and just the cutest things. I'll show you some of the outfits that she's made up. And then I have this one, Crochet Patterns by Maria Ermolova. And this is Christmas ones. And she's got reindeer in here. And let's see what's in this one. Oh, a gingerbread people and So cute. So many cute things. Snowman, the bunny. Her bunny has really long ears. Now, the heads that she does, she starts on the top and then she does the big head and then comes back in at the neck. And then when she starts the body, it's all one piece. She does the arms, and then when she goes to start the body, she'll put an arm in and crochet around that to the other side, put that arm in and crochet around, and then she does the body. So it's the same thing, only different, a little bit different. But she's got such cute things. She's got baby dolls and kittens, bunnies. Look at this. Is that cute or what? That little blue one. That is stylish outfit that will make your toys look absolutely fabulous. With this pattern, you can create a cute summer ensemble, complete with accessories like a charming handbag and a floral decorated hat. The outfit is perfect for your bunny, kitty, and the dolls from this book. So it's oh gee, I don't know what I paid for them. And it's not marked on here anywhere I can see it. But they're probably about $20. But my goodness, you get everything. You get everything in there. You get the pattern for the doll, plus you get the clothing pattern. I think it's well worth it. Obviously, I think it's well worth it. But I have here's the well, this is a better example. This is the foot that she does. Her feet and her then she makes shoes for them. They're just so stinking cute. And I didn't want to change mine because I wanted to keep them simple. But the other day I was playing around, and wouldn't you know, I came up with this paw. Yeah, I do too, Jennifer. They're really cute. Samantha, my birthday's in February, honey. You still have Maverick? How's he doing? Anyway, I'm going to show you how to do this foot. Okay? We're gonna do it. So I need to get my camera out. I need to get a new chair. This one is just You know, when you start to get old, and it's like an old car, your radiator goes, and so you get a new radiator. You get it all hooked up, and by golly, if you don't blow a, a hose, because the hoses are the same age as the radiator. So there's my angel. Hello, sweetheart. Oh, come on, Diana. Think. I'm taking some stuff for your brain. We'll see how that works out. Okay, that's just a new one I started on, so you have to give me some time on that one, okay? Let's get the camera over here. Excuse me. All right. We're going to go to camera and go to from integrated to the depths step. I don't know what it's called. There we go. Okay. Oh, did you see it automatically adjust? Woohoo, I like that. All right. This, if you get your yarn and your hook, we'll get ready to go. I took all my nail polish off. Look at these nails. This one, I don't know whether you can see that crack right there, but that one always cracks. I don't know why. I don't remember ever running into anything or cutting that finger. And this, I think, one of these, this one right here, and you can see it. Can you see this line right here? There's something wrong here, because every once in a while, this one will crack off right there. And the whole corner will come right out. It's awful. Anyway, this is the one I clean my ears out with. Okay, magic circle and 6 single crochets. We're going to snap. Well, let me try this again. I do the double magic circle like Sanita does. So I put it over my 2 middle fingers and hold it with my thumb. Wrap once, twice, and up over my index finger, which is my tension finger. And then I'm going to hold this here. Flip my fingers forward, go in and snag that yarn. That is not a stitch, it's just a snag. Now I'm going to do my 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to count back and make sure I've got them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me do this again to show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here's that snag. That is not a stitch. It's a snag. Okay? Then I'm going to hold my stitches and pull on the tail until I find the short circle. And then I'm going to hold on to my stitches and pull that short circle and close up the hole. And then I'll go back to the tail and pull that. You can pull that as tight as you want because in there it's around twice. So if you want to, you can go ahead and clip off that extra yarn. You don't have to. Sanita holds hers and goes around to secure that end. And you can do that if you like. Whatever you'd like to do at that point. Okay, I am going to put in a row marker. And I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. When I get to this one, I'm going to yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, put it back through that stitch, pull up another loop, yarn over, and go back through that stitch another time. And we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 loops on the hook. I'm going to yarn over and pull through all 7. And secure it. And then I'm going to yarn over and I'm going to go in the next one. Pull up a loop, back in the same stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, back in the same stitch, and pull up a loop. We've got 7. Yarn over and pull through all 7. And a chain to a single crochet or whatever that is to secure it. Okay, then I'm going to do the same thing one more time. Yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up another loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through all 7 and secure it. And then we're going to put in 2 single crochets in the last stitch. And that is your cat paw. So the next round, if you remember, we've gone from 6 to 12. So the next one is, I don't really want to do a brown. You know what? I haven't done a white bunny in a long time. Let's do a white bunny on this one, huh? I just happen to have some white yarn here. Some big twist value. Boy, I miss Joann's. I didn't shop there enough. I did not give Joann enough credit. There was a Joann closer to me, and I loved that store. But then when they moved into they moved farther away into a newer building, and they raised their prices. And you know me, I'm Scottish and cheap, and I wasn't really happy. All right, so I'm going to take this one out, put my hook back in, and draw up my new color. Then I'm going to take this one and draw it tight. And we're going to do 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's that stitch that we took them all together is 8 and 9. 10, 11 and 12, 'Elmo went out and cut the grass this morning out front. It looks so nice. We've had rain. 10. Oh, I've miscounted somewhere. 11, 12. 13. 14, 15. I've only got 15. How did I do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I miscounted. I have 18. Let's get some white out. Oh, now come on. Let's not. All right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and we're back at the beginning. And we're going to do a couple more rows of 18. Oh, I know something else I wanted to show you and forgot to bring it in. Spring, the fiber enthusiast, you know how creative she is. She's not happy with buying yarn. She has to buy undyed yarn and dye it. And then that didn't make her happy. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. She got roving and carded it. And Barbara Andrews, hello, hello. Thank you, Barbara. Back up, back up, back up, back up. She carded it, and then she spun it, and then she plied it, and and if that wasn't enough, she weaves. She has a loom, and if that's not enough, she's gone into lamp working where she's making beads. And now, if that's not enough, she is making on a small lathe, she's making crochet hooks. And she has some acrylic blanks and some wooden blanks, and she's making both. And they are absolutely beautiful. And I splurged. I splurged because it's spring, because all of you know how much I love spring. And in our relationship, and the way she treated me in the very beginning, and I just had to return it. She's such a special person. She's just so down to earth and so real. I just love the dickens out of her. Anyway, I wish she lived closer because she'd be one of my kids. She still is one of my kids. I just don't get to visit her often. I don't get to visit her at all, come to think of it. Anyway, we discovered that we live in an area that both of us have been in at different times. I still live in this area, and she has moved from here to West Virginia. 2, 4, 6. But we got to talking one day, and both of us got so excited. The next time I saw her, she showed me a picture. She took the time to dig around in her house and find the picture of her father. And because we had talked about a situation, and she had a picture of it, and she took the time to go and find that picture and waited until I came back into her channel, and she said, "This is the picture of my dad and what we had talked about it." I thought that was so special that she took the time to dig that picture up just to show me. It made me feel very special, and it was in the beginning of my YouTubing adventure, and I just thought it was humbling. But since that time, we have had a very close relationship, and I wouldn't give it up for the world. And so when I saw that she was making, well, I'm just going to go and get it, because this is part of what I wanted to do today, is to show you some differences in crochet hooks take a gander at these while I go get my new one, because it is so pretty and it is so perfect. I can't tell you. I have to show you. Give me a couple minutes. Oh my goodness, there's such a pile of shoes out there at the door right now. How many pairs of shoes do we have out there? My goodness. I am so glad you all came today. Okay. I have my famous tulips. I have this is probably a yarn inspiration. I'm not really sure. This is a clover. You can see that these are all about the same size. Here's another one that's about, well, this has got a longer handle and a longer neck. This one's got a longer neck and a long handle, as does this one. Here's the old aluminum hooks. This is a boy hook. I'm a boy hook girl. This is a plastic hook from Hobby Lobby. No, I'm lying to you. This is a plastic hook from the Dollar Tree, and I really do like them. I really do like them. It's shorter. And there is a boy head on a, I think this is an omni hook. Actually, I think it's an omni hook. And then I don't know who did this one. This is it's probably a boy, but there's no marking here, and I don't know who made this one, but look how long that is. These are my favorites. These three are my favorites because they're the shorter neck. They have a shorter handle, and they have a shorter neck, and the throat is a boy throat. So imagine my surprise when I see this one. This is the shortest neck. It is an omni type or whatever that other one is called. And I noticed that Jennifer, oh, somebody help me here. Jennifer, she just moved to Michigan. This is a Hobby Lobby. Jen? Okay, thanks. Hi, Kim. Yeah, a lot of people like the Susan Bates one. I like the short necks and the short handles, because when I use, and I like the flat because I hold it like this. But if there's something sticking out like this one, this has got a nice flat. It's a little bit longer neck on it, but see how it sticks out in the back? And I'm constantly getting caught up in my work if I do that. And I don't like that. So I like the shorter handles. And by golly, this has got a short handle and a short neck, and it's a boy hook. So I just was so happy to get this. And when it came in the mail, it comes in like a pencil box. It's a metal pencil box. It's got dinosaurs all over it. It was so cute. You don't like the thumb spot? Well, now my sister-in-law holds hers like this and crochets like that. I cannot do that. I crochet this way. So I do really appreciate the thumb spot, but there again, I don't like it when it sticks out too far. So this little thing, I may have to get a couple more of hers. The problem is I'm not used to holding this type of hook and rolling. I'm used to doing this and doing my my wrist, not my thumb. So I have to get used to this. And I'm just going to have to take a day when I'm really calm and don't have anything planned and just try it, because it is totally different. And the throat is a little bit short. So sometimes, because I can't control this yet, I've thought about maybe taking some sandpaper and smoothing this down, but I don't want to ruin it. Okay, we're on 7. So we're going to do 1 and a decrease. See, I'm not used to it yet. And I don't want to work to the point of frustration, because I love this little hook. It is so beautiful. But like I said, she's, excuse me, she's got acrylic blanks also, and those are beautifully marbled. You have to go over there and take a look. She sells them in her, I guess it's her Etsy shop. I don't have the thumb imprint to tell me where I am on the head, And so if my thumb moves at any point, then I'm off balance and I can't pick up the yarn. It's just going to take some getting used to, but I love it so much. And I think it's so beautiful. And you're probably saying it's just a wooden hook. It's just another wooden hook. It's Spring's wooden hook that she made on a lathe out of a block of wood. That's talent. And to have something that she made, it means a lot to me. Okay. I need to undo this knot. Somehow or another, we're all tied up here. And for speed, I'm just going to grab this other one and do another row of 12 to secure, because we've gone from 18 to 12. See, with my thumb on that flat spot, I guess it's a confidence level. I feel more confident, and my wrist is moving rather than my thumb to get the stitch made. And because I'm more confident, I can go faster. All right, there we are. Now I'm going to reach down here in the bag and I'm going to get some stuffing. Oh, I have another praise report. In the Happy Mail, my favorite pea in the whole world was gifted a box of fiber fill. So whoever that was that gifted her that box, I thank you, because she makes so many, so many Somebunnies that she needs that. All right, and there you are. There's that little paw with the 3 pads. Now, I am going to change my bunny feet to this pattern on special occasions. If I'm making them for family, I probably will change them to this. The feet. I'm not going to do the hands. I'm just going to do the feet with this one. Because I think it's coming out so cute. Okay, tell me in the comments what you think. Do you think Susan, this is a 5 millimeter, but she has 5.5 and 6, and she has several different sizes, all the sizes. And I'll bet if you wanted a special one out of a special color, you could request it, and she could put it on her lathe and do it for you. Hey, Rosie. You like this one? I thought it was different. I hesitated a long time in my head whether I wanted to alter my Somebunny foot, because this isn't the pattern, you know. It's a new pattern. So Samantha, you go to Spring the Fiber Enthusiast. Go to her channel, and she will tell you on there, she'll show you how she makes them. And also in her description box, there will be information of how to get to her Etsy shop to get one. Okay, I'm going back to the other camera so you get to see my beautiful face again. And there we go. I think they're kind of cute. I really like it. I think it's kind of cute. I can't get there we go. The 3 little pads. They're called toe beans. I didn't know that, but they're called toe beans. So that's why these beans make sense. You're welcome, sweetheart. You want the pattern for the feet? Okay, I'll write it out in my community tab. I'll write it out for you. Those of you who want to try the new feets. We've got a half an hour left. Thank you, Jen. Samantha, there, Jen put out the place where you can. Yeah, I'll put it on the community tab. You're making baby beanies. Are you, Samantha? Are you using Juan's patterns? I guess he's got 3 of them now. Thank you, Samantha. Oh, thank you, Bonnie, for the reminder. Everybody, please give me a thumb today. It helps, I guess. I don't ever plan to be monetized, but it does help. Makes me feel good when I go back and see how many thumbs, how many people were here. Because I have so much love to share with you guys, and if you don't come, you miss out on the blessing, and I miss out on blessing you. Jen, I'm coming up in October. I think in October. My sister she lives till October. Her husband goes hunting, deer hunting every fall, and my niece who lives in Jacksonville is going to drive up and stay with her mom so that Carl can go hunting for a week because he is her caretaker now and caregiver, whatever you want to call it, and he needs to get out, so he doesn't get out. So Julie's going to drive up. So I told her she's going to drive up. I'll ride up with her and share expenses, the motel bill and gas and stuff. Is it a kitty for this month? We did the kitty. Did you see my kitty? Let me go and get that. He's a scaredy cat. I gave him to Mr. Elmo. And Mr. Elmo thinks he's freaked out. This is how I began thinking about the pause that refreshes. No, thinking about the pause of the bunnies is when I did the cat. I put the my knees are so bad, guys. It's hard to get up and down. The feet. This is the foot for the cat. To give it the toe beans, but I really didn't like the way it came out. But this is my cat. I think I should have put the ears back a little bit. They're kind of big, and These eyes are, I think they're 16 millimeter eyes. So they're really bigger than what I normally use. And then there's his whiskers. We put whiskers on him. And remember we did the, where are those things? We use these curlers from the Dollar Tree. They're foam rubber, but they have metal in them, and you can bend them different ways to make a cat tail. And we put that in the tail when we got it completed. So this is my cat tail. Bitty Stripes Rainbow. Oh, Leanie, I'm going to have to go look at that one. Do you have a ball winder, Jennifer? I guess so if you're caking them up, huh? I just bought myself another ball winder because I'm going to put it right here. So that when I get down to the very last few yards, I can put it on the ball winder and sit here and wind it up. I don't have to go up to the common room and do it up there. And I think it's going to be Barbara Riggle Baker. Two MRIs coming up. Okay. Yeah. It's not quite time yet, but we want to continue prayers for Pebbles' dog, Maverick, getting old and not doing well. And Kim, have you heard any more about Freya? Barbara Andrews and Barbara Riggles Baker. Not yet. Okay. A flexi one. Huh. Does it have the two tension wires? Cynthia King! Yay! Hello, dear heart. And Angela Branham. Hello, hello. I'm so glad you guys all made it in today. It's a perfect day down here. It is a little cloudy. Don't think we're going to get any rain. It's not telling me. sometimes down here it tells me what the weather is. Not today. Not today. I think it's like 86. I got you, Barbara. I have you down in the book. You have a little cake winder. Makes small cakes. No two tension. I just saw the two tension one, the 2-wire tension. Petunias and daisies next. Perfect for planting. Tension rod, if that's what you mean. I don't think I have that one in here. Yeah, I do. I do. Oh, gotta get up again. Oh, this is a Knit Picks ball winder. It is one and it's got this piece that will hook it onto the this goes in here. And then this piece attaches here. It'll attach here. And then this goes in here. And I'll have to wind it this way. So I have to turn my chair around, but it will be wonderful. And it's purple. For those of you purple lovers out there. How many of you have a ball winder? Well, maybe it's better if I say, how many of you don't have a ball winder? That's the flex winder. Yeah, I think my other one, Jennifer, is it's red and white, I think. Rosie has one. Honey, you don't use them? Fell apart. Were you trying to go too fast, Rosie? Jenny, what's wrong with yours? Regina. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And you have the one, you have the purple one? Oops. Oh, you had a wooden one. All right, let's see who that was. It could be something, it could be nothing. I have some bitty stripes. I have some bitty stripes coming in the mail. Pink lemonade. Oh, Bonnie, that's beautiful. Bonnie just sent me a picture of her deck. And plant her flowers that she's planting on it. Beautiful. Thank you, Bonnie. Okay, Jenny. We need to do. I have been so hungry for Mexican. I don't know why, but I have been so hungry. So I want to go back to salsas if that's excuse me, if that's okay with you. Okay. I did get myself one of these. It is the spindle, and it has. Let's see how can I show you slots goes in there, and then this end piece where you can put your crochet hooks if you choose. And then it has a thing here for stitch markers or your scissors or whatever. And this pulls, you put the spindle through the center and pull from the outside. Sometimes you just can't get the center pull to come out. And when you can't, my alternative was to cake it. But then I'm still working from the outside. So either that or you go in with your crochet hook and you turn it and you pull and you get this big yarn barf. It's horrible. And so I thought, you know what? I'm just going to get that. It wasn't very expensive and it was a nice one. Kind of looks cherry. I'm sure it's pine and stained cherry, but my brother. I didn't know they did that. I know brother makes a sewing machine. Okay, let's see. Are there any more prayers? Um, we have. I'm not sure who Freya is. It's someone on Mama G and Rusty's channel. Her house burnt, and so I don't know any more about it than that. And I went over to Mama G's channel to see if I could find out, and I didn't. I guess I didn't get the right one, so I don't know any more about it this week. Um, than than I did last week. So, but I do want you to put Freya on the prayer list. I'm sure people. She had asked for yarn, but if my house burns down, I think yarn's going to be the last thing that I ask for. I want pillows and blankets and sheets and stuff. She lost everything in the fire. Jennifer, I got that on Amazon. I don't know if it has a name on it. No, there's no name on it. Yeah, I would need other things. Tammy, hello, hello. This is what I figured. I'm doing what I can by making blankets for new babies in my family and for the nursing home. I'm doing hats for KK for Bumblebee's Mountain Outreach, and I'm doing bunnies to keep in the car for people who need them, who need to know that somebody loves them. People who are having a bad day and you can see it on their face, and they don't think they have any rights in the world at all. They're grumpy and they're hurting, and so I have a box in the car for them. That's that's where my time and energy goes. Um, Other people, Bag a Day, she does all those beautiful blankets for the dogs and gives the money, sells the blankets, and then or auctions them off, I guess, and then gives the money to um, her Save the Dog charity. Everyone has a heart for something, and most all of the crocheters, especially in this channel, have some charity that they're working on, a personal charity or something that they've heard about. I know last year that Boggy Creek got over 3,000 blankets, and they're to the point where they can't take any more blankets because they have no more room for storage. So until a year goes by or 2 years or something, because they give those blankets to the kids to take home. So they eventually will, give away all those blankets and will be needing more. But for right now, they don't. So a lot of people have switched their charities for this year because there's so much need out there in the world. I'm not a socialist. I don't think everybody should get everything for free. I I I guess I'm more of a capitalist. I think I think you should work. You should earn what you get. Um, But I also believe if you're working your hardest and you just can't do it, it a little help doesn't hurt. There was a time when, after I married my Tom and we got his three children and my son, I was home trying to take care of a house, two-story house with a full basement full of and three new children, and I did not work outside the home. And even though my Tom had a great job, there was a time when we just couldn't make it. We were because we got the house back in his divorce settlement. It was 3 months behind in rent or payments, house payments, and all of the utilities were 3 months behind. So by the time we got all those, there wasn't much left over for um, food. And so I took the humble and went down and requested food stamps. And we made too much money to get food stamps. We didn't get any food stamps. And I said, but here's the situation. We paid 3 months worth of utility bills and 3 months worth of house payments that were 3 months behind. And because we paid our bills, we don't have food to feed 6 people. And they're like, sorry, you made too much money. So I think that's not right. I think if you're running as hard as you can run and you just can't make it, you stumble, I think somebody needs to pick you up. I don't think it needs to be my grandmother and my mother and I have been on food stamps for all this time. I think that's wrong. I think that's taking advantage of the situation and maybe even taking from people who have fallen and need a hand up and can't get it. But that's that. Sandra! Oh, I love you so much, Sandra. I can't think of Sandra without thinking of those big red lips. I just love them. I think they're the funniest thing. Okay, guys, let's get back to the basics. I've gone through everything I needed to talk to you about, and I think, are there any other prayer requests for this week? I know I'm silly, but I can't help it. I love you, Sandra. Hey, I'm 80 years old, and if I can't laugh at something, I would be living a miserable life. Susan Burke can use some prayers. Laughter is essential. It relieves so much stress. Yesterday I boiled some ziti and I made some gravy from scratch. I put in a couple cans of diced tomatoes, a can of tomato paste. I had a leftover pork chop. I put that in there. I had made chicken salad earlier in the day and saved the broth from the chicken. I put that in the sauce to thin the paste out and cooked it all down and put meatballs in it. And last night we had ziti and meatballs with gravy sauce, and I cooked I cooked the whole package of ziti, so I had plenty of left over. So I put olive oil in a casserole dish, poured the ziti in there, put a little gravy on it, and we took the gravy and meatballs out of that. And whatever was left, I took some sliced mozzarella and I put it on the ziti and baked it in the oven. So today I'll cut a portion of that and heat it back in the microwave. And then the other 3 portions I'll put in containers and put in the freezer for another day that I don't feel like cooking, and neither does Mr. Elmo. You betcha, Sandra, you betcha. From birth to 20, it's just all growing and learning and experimenting. And from 20 to 40 is obtaining. You get a husband, you get children, you get a house, you get a car, you get furniture, you get a job, you get a savings account. From 40 to 60, in that 20-year period, you are losing. Your kids grow up and they move out. You don't need the 2 cars anymore. Your house is too big. You sell it and get a smaller house. From 60 to 80, your eyes go, your ears go, your hips go, your ankles go, your knees go, your shoulders go, sometimes your hands go, your eyesight, your hearing. And from 80 to 100, in that 20-year time span, you are eternally grateful to wake up every morning and see the sun and be on this side of the green. Every day is a blessing. You are, Jennifer. Well, the brain goes along with the knees. You wind up going through a doorway and saying, now, what was I supposed to get? I don't remember. You go back down the stairs, you come back in the doorway, and that aura that sucked out all that information puts it back in your head, and you're like, oh yeah, I was going up into the kitchen for a cup of coffee. Oh, Sandra, there are days. There are days when I feel 800 instead of 80. And I'm thankful that people don't live to be that old anymore. In the Bible, they live to be like 500 and stuff. I don't think I could handle that. All right, guys. It's about that time. And I'm going to leave you with this blessing. May the Lord put his hand on your head and heal whatever is bothering you this week. May the headaches go away. May the shoulders relax. May the hands loosen up, the knees, the hips, the ankles, the feet, the toes. May you be relieved of pain this week. May you receive a special blessing, not only of health this week, but a special blessing. It might be a Mississippi kite flying overhead, or it might be a deer crossing your path, or a panther, or a turtle crossing your path. Something that only you see, that you know beyond the shadow of a doubt is a gift from God. It could be a dandelion growing up in the middle of the sidewalk in New York City. That's a gift. That's a gift. And I pray that God will wrap his hands around you and keep you safe this day and this week. And I'll see you on Wednesday with a whole new wacky idea. I love each and every one of you, and I'm so thankful that you stopped in the cottage today. Put your paper in the bin. Put your cups in the sink. Kitty's here. She'll be cleaning up for me. Leave your chairs out. Make sure that you clean up the area around the bottom of your chair. Any crumbs or paper that have fallen. All your snippets of thread, put those in the bin. And Don't forget to get your shoes on the way out, but don't take your worries home with you. Oh, and don't forget to fill up your bucket full of love so that you can give a dipper to anyone in need this week. I love you, and I will see you on Wednesday.